Hi guys, and welcome back to the Our Minds channel and another sit down video. So there I was on TikTok, scrolling through it nowadays like I always do, and I came across this post from this woman and she said, if you overthink, listen to this sound. And it was a picture of this sound playing over it. Not gonna lie, the first time I heard that sound, it did annoy me for like 3 seconds. After that, it was like my brain accepted the sound, it became soothed by the sound, and I just didn't think of anything, and I liked it. And at that point, I thought, this is very interesting. So I went on the hunt on YouTube to find a longer version of that sound, and I found it, and I will link it in the description box down below. If you are somebody who overthinks, and if you think negatively, may I suggest that you try listening to that sound and just see how you find it. Turn the volume up a little bit. Now, don't go crazy with the volume. Don't turn the volume up to the point where the decibels are going to mash up your eardrums. Don't do that. But turn the volume up just a little bit, play the sound, and see how you find it. It might work for you, it might not work for you, but at least try it and see how you find it. For me, whenever I play that sound, it blocks any thought that I want to have, good or bad, it blocks it. And the reason why I say turn your volume up is because whenever I would try to have a negative thought or keep repeating a negative thought that I usually have when I'm not listening to the sound, the high volume suppresses it and it quietens that thought to the point where my brain just gives up. It just gives up and I'm present in that moment. For example, beginning of January, I still wasn't back at work. The office hadn't opened. And that particular week, the UK, we had this cold snap where the temperature dropped drastically. So this one particular day, it was bitterly cold. And the sun was shining, there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, pure blue skies. And I thought, yep, today's the day that I need to go on an extensive walk. If you're new around here, I love going for walks, and I love going for walks when it's really, really cold outside and extremely sunny. So I wrapped myself up and I headed towards Hampstead Heath. Hampstead Heath is my favorite park in London. Now, I have been going to Hampstead Heath for years and years and decades and years, right? And those of you who are familiar with Hampstead Heath, you would know that that park is massive. Like, honestly, that park could rival the Amazon rainforest. It's so big. So I thought, let me put this high frequency sound to the test. So I put on my earbuds and I went walking, and I was walking for a good 2.5 hours. Now, you don't know me like that, and it's up to you if you want to believe me or not. That walk was the best walk I have ever been on in my whole entire life. Facts. Reason being, I was playing that high frequency sound, and because it kept blocking my thoughts, whether it be good or bad, I was present in the moment. I was watching the people, I was watching the dogs, I was judging the dogs, I was enjoying looking at the lakes. I was taking everything in because this sound was blocking out my thought process. And like I said, I've been to Hampstead Heath so many times before. And on that particular walk, there were a couple of times where I went down familiar pathways. And I remember going down this pathway I had been down so many times before, and it leads to Kenwood House. And I'm looking to my right and I thought, hold on a minute, I have never seen this particular pathway before. And I have been down this walkway millions of times. And it got me thinking, all those other times that I went walking in Hampstead Heath and going down that particular pathway, I wasn't 100% present in the moment because my mind was occupied with whatever thoughts were going on at the time. But playing this high frequency sound, because the sound wasn't allowing me to think, I was able to take in everything around me. So I'm just sharing it with you guys in case you think like that, you overthink. Try this sound and just see how it works for you. Now, I did my research on it, And I'm not a healthcare professional. I don't have a PhD in medicine or things to do with the ears and the brains or anything like that. But upon my findings, I didn't see anything that would make listening to this sound detrimental to your brain or your ears or anything like that. However, if you are somebody that suffers from, what's it called again? Is it tinnitus? I think it's tinnitus. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't remember. If it's not tinnitus, I'm going to put the correct word of what I'm trying to describe on the screen. It's where people, they have a high-pitched tone in their ears, and in order to like drown out the sound, they have to listen to white noise or watch the TV as they're going to bed. I think it is tinnitus. If you do suffer from tinnitus, maybe listening to this high frequency sound isn't for you, but by all means, please do the research for yourself, get your own findings and make a decision from there. But for those of you that don't, again, please do your own research. But from what I found out, there's nothing sinister or nothing that's going to help harm you, with your hearing or brain waves or anything like that. But please, by all means, got to put that disclaimer on there. Please do the research for yourself. So what we're going to do is, I thought to myself, let me play the sound for at least 60 seconds and just see how you find it. Like I said at the start of the video, it might work for you, it might not work for you. And if it doesn't work for you, okay, it doesn't work for you. You can continue listening to white noise. You can continue listening to, I don't know, videos playing, rain hitting against the window. You can listen to noises of dolphins doing their thing in the ocean. Do what works for you. But I'm going to play it for, let's say, 60 seconds. See how you find it and take it from there. Okay, so let's go in 3, 2, 1. I have absolutely no idea if that was 60 seconds, but it felt like 60 seconds. How did you find it? Drop down in the comments, let people know. If you're not new to this and you have been listening to high frequency sounds for a really long time, again, drop down in the comments, let people know how you have found it long term. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you understood what I said and what I said makes sense or made sense. Take care, guys, and I will most definitely see you in the next one. Bye-bye.